Hello, welcome to the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. Today, I'm welcoming you, episode 66. And today is a special episode. That is why we also name it the voice of nonprofits. We have a great guest today, and we'll talk about nonprofits, their challenges, their services, and why they are important for our society and for our country. Today's number is 7. This is how many exceptional business professionals today join the Connectional America Business Alliance monthly networking event. We ran it today, this morning. It went great, and the recording is available on our YouTube channel. If you haven't done so, please watch the Connectional America Business Alliance monthly business networking event and meet with these exceptional 7 professionals that we had the great discussions and they shared their insights with us. Great. Let's get our conversation started. Let's invite our guests to our virtual stage and let's get the conversation started. Hello, Lisa. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, Kevin. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very excited to be talking with you today.
Thank you very much for being with us. How are you? How is your week going so far?
Very nice. A little bittersweet. My daughter went back to college. She goes to college in Florida, but
Oh,
it's gone pretty well. And my little one's home, so now she gets all of my attention instead of.
that's for sure, right? That's great. Well, thank you for sharing these and thank you for being with us. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Long Island. That's a great organization, and I love our audience and listeners to learn about it. So that's why I'm really excited for this episode. As a start, would you please introduce yourself and Big Brothers and Big Sisters to our audience and to our listeners?
My pleasure. My name is Lisa Mitnick. I'm the Director of Partnership Development for Big Brothers Big Sisters Long Island. We are the Long Island chapter of a national organization. We offer mentorship programs for children throughout Long Island from the end of Queens all the way out to the tip of Montauk. And what we do is we offer mentorships with bigs. The mentors are called bigs and the mentees are called littles. And in addition to offering a mentorship program, what we do is we also provide other things that our students need, such as financial literacy programs, reading literacy programs, scholarships, back to school supplies, holiday gifts. So it's much more than a mentorship program. We build relationships. We help our students in all aspects of their lives. And I'm proud to say that we have a 100% graduation rate amongst all our students.
Yeah, this is really exciting. Um, well, how did you choose your current career?
All right. Well, I had a very long career in banking where I did marketing, PR, and business development. And although I loved it there, I felt like I had a different calling. I was always volunteering at my daughter's schools, at the library, at my local chamber. So I wanted to go into nonprofit and help kids. I always have a lot of kids in my house. I'm proud to say that my house tends to be a safe space for a lot of kids in my neighborhood. And when the opportunity with Big Brothers Big Sisters Long Island came along, I jumped on it, especially because I knew I'd be helping so many children throughout Long Island.
Yeah, this is really exciting. And when you look at your work on daily basis, what are the exciting and challenging parts that you experience every day?
The exciting parts are getting to go out all over Long Island and share our mission and get people more involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters Long Island. And then I guess you'd say the more challenging parts are getting people to attend more events and getting in touch with certain people that you can't get a hold of.
Yes, well, so if you when we look at Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Long Island, can you tell us a little bit more? And I understand there is an event coming up on October 4th. So if you can also tell us about it, that'd be great.
All right. So on October 4th, I'm happy to announce that we are holding our Walk for Kids Sake event. It's going to be held at Eisenhower Park in Nassau County at 10 a.m. We are inviting walkers. You could be an individual walker, you could be a team, to come down. It's only a mile walk, so you'd be walking less than if you were at a local amusement park or walking through your local neighborhood. And we come down, we're going to have music, there's going to be food, a lot of excitement and giveaways, and we're there to not only promote our program but also to raise funds for our kids. It starts at 10 a.m. and not only if you're interested in walking, but we are also looking for sponsors, and I'd be happy to talk to anyone that would like more information.
Yeah, this is great, and we'll also share your contact information. As a matter of fact, I can just put it on the screen right now in case anyone would like to be in touch with you about October 4th event. You have Lisa's email address as well as the website of the organization on the screen. So anyone who likes to learn more about the event, sponsors are welcome. Then you can be in touch with Lisa. And I'll bring it back again in the end of our conversation too. But I just jumped ahead and make sure the contact information that we are sharing.
I
Uh,
appreciate that, Kevin.
my pleasure, of course. Well, one of the popular subjects in our podcast is AI.
Yep.
How do you see the impact of AI, especially in nonprofits, as well as your professional observation in general, in terms of how it is changing the business landscape and operations nowadays?
Well, I know from a personal standpoint, it helps me get a few things done faster. I also get another opinion. Say that one of my team members aren't available. I use the opinion of AI, and it's a useful tool if used correctly. But you also have to remember that not all the information is correct, and you have to do your research. I'm a very big research-based person. I always check my facts, and people have to remember, even though they're utilizing this very, very good tool, that you want to check your facts so that you don't wind up, looking stupid, because you're only good as your last mistake.
Uh, that this is really interesting. You mentioned that because in the event that we put together in the morning, the Connection America Business Alliance networking event, we had 7 professionals, and one of the subjects that we covered was about actually AI. And similarly, they all say the same thing. Not everything that generative AI telling us, giving us as an answer is not correct. We need to double check and make sure it's accurate. To your point, just
Absolutely.
to spot your point, they all said the same thing. So that is the fact. I mean, by itself, at the moment, um, it's a tool. It's a support tool, but we always have to double check. That's how it looks like it.
You also want it to be coming from you. You don't want your opinion coming from a machine. You want it to be genuine.
That is true. And we had this conversation earlier too. Um, and these generative AI tools, they use a similar data sets. They all have the same, like whether you use Gemini or ChatGPT or Copilot. Uh, when you ask the same question, you get a similar answer. The style is the same, the wording is the same, or like. So what I'm saying is like people are learning. I can easily tell if someone really use AI all the way. I can tell because the style is there. I
It's
mean,
as
you
if
can
you're
just
talking to the
capture
same
it.
person over and over again.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And do you think will AI replace humans in the future?
In some positions, absolutely. Um, which is good and bad because you can concentrate on other things. I know a lot of people are starting to head towards more of industry related jobs where you would, more likely work for a union or become a plumber or an electrician, which was, in my opinion, ignored for so long, and we need all these people. So maybe our youth will start leaning towards that. However, there are so many marketing. My main focus has always been marketing. Marketing, I'm worried that could become a little obsolete. A lot of people are using AI tools to take the place of people in marketing.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think one thing about marketing is like the the core part of marketing is actually about strategy, right? The positioning of the product, and that requires a lot of research, understanding the competitors, understanding the market, customers, their needs, and then you come up with the solution, and then you position your products and services against your competitors, and you try to hit it right there, right, to address the need. So that strategic part is, I think, very able. I don't think AI can handle it right now, at least. But though, once you set the strategy up, the communication part, as we call it, Marcom in our software industry, that part is, we are automating it already. Actually, we are already doing it. So that to your point, that part is absolutely
Yes.
AI is taking over in so many ways. So it's a big change in that sense. When we think about AI, it is changing the business landscape, and it even changed the society in some way. So in a way, it's an opportunity. We can fix many different things, but then
Yes.
remains to be seen.
I also feel it's happening very quickly, faster than what we're used to.
Correct. Correct. I mean, if you think about the .com boom years, the internet when it came, um, it also came in, but not in this speed. No, no. So the way that we got into internet, from dial-up to, Wi-Fi and all the, high-speed internet, took years,
Absolutely.
many years. Comparison to that, yeah, I agree with you. The speed of AI in terms of coming into the business world and our lives is faster than we never seen before. So that is that's interesting.
I'm also worried that there'll be a disconnect with our youth, because as it is, they're always on their phones and on their computers, and this is all you see. So I'm worried you're going to see it even more, because you want children to interact,
Mhm.
and the more AI develops, I'm worried that it's going to become less and less with interactions with our youth.
Yes, that's a great point. I like to shift our conversation towards your professional experience a little bit, if I may.
Absolutely, that'd be
Have
great.
you had any mentors, role models who shape your professional career journey that you can share with us?
I am very proud to say I've had many mentors throughout my career. I have to say, throughout my early career, obviously, my parents. My dad was key with telling me, how to approach my supervisors and coworkers and giving me business advice. And being that event planning is such a huge part of my career, I got to witness firsthand my mom with all the events she would plan, and how she would do things with accuracy and figure out pricing. So
Wow.
those are my two greatest role models always. I'm proud to say that Patty O'Connell, who was my former supervisor when I was over at People's Alliance Federal Credit Union, not only did she train me with marketing and PR, but she showed me the way. She showed me how to be a good supervisor, how to listen to people, how to approach different things. So I'm proud to say Patty O'Connell is one of my greatest mentors. Then, of course, there are so many other people right now that are my current mentors. I'm proud to say that Lenore Rocky with Synergy Wealth Strategies is one of my mentors. When I told her I was thinking of making a career jump, she she helped me in so many different ways, from looking at my resume to giving me references, and telling me what I should and shouldn't look for. So Lenore is another one of my great mentors. I'm very close with the staff and the people at Middle Country Public Library. Sophia Surlis McPhillips and I talk all the time. She's the director of the Middle Country Public Library. We've kind of rose through the ranks together, and whenever I have a problem or a question, she's one of the first people I call for advice.
Yeah, this is really exciting. If there is one key career lesson that you learned the hard way that
Mhm.
you can share with us, what would it be?
Make sure you give back to people. That's one thing that I find, especially a lot of the younger generation, if they don't have the answer to something, they like to avoid people. Even if you don't have the answer, or the answer is not necessarily what someone wants to hear, bite the bullet, tell them with a smile and say, hey, either I don't know the answer and we'll get back to you, because people will respect that, or I'm sorry, but the answer is no. And people have to accept the answer. Whereas if you just blow them off or don't get back to them, you lose their respect, you lose your credibility, and word travels fast. So people will hear right away that you don't get back to them, and you'll build a poor reputation for yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. What are your biggest passions and interests outside of work?
I would say my family. I have a beautiful family, my husband, my two girls. Also, my extended family. We love to go on vacations together. Um, a big passion of mine is Disney. So, and now my daughters are very passionate about Disney. I've always been a Disney fan, so we take several trips to Disney World. We love to cruise together. We have family and friends that go on vacations together, and we feel like the more the merrier, and then everybody can just split off and then meet back up at dinner and talk about their day and their adventure. I love having company over and entertaining. That's another thing I enjoy doing. And then just sometimes having a nice, quiet night at home with my family.
Yeah, this is great. Well, if you have a chance to go back in time,
Yes.
personally or historically, which uh, time period would you like to go back and why?
Oh, okay. So this is personal and historical.
Yes, okay.
Not 9/11. I would definitely, if there was any way I could stop the horrific events of 9/11, both historically and personally. We lost so many people. It was such a horrendous day for all Americans. And it hit me personally, unfortunately, as so many other people. So I would like to go back and maybe fix that so the events following 9/11 would change.
Yes, yes. Yes, and 9/11 is coming for the commemoration, and we'll remember again and think about that day, which is a tragedy and unforgettable for all of us. Absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, thank you for sharing this with
You're
us.
welcome.
Um, when we look at our audience, right now we have more than 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. We just
That's
passed
great.
120,000. Appreciate it. And the our audience is business minded, and it's a mix. We have seniors, senior professionals. We have the next generation who are just entering to the job market, especially for those who are just entering the job market, the next generation, right? Do you have any career advice for them?
Show up on time, and by when I say on time, I mean show up early. Make sure you show up early. Make sure you're prepared. You don't want to show up somewhere and give it 50% because people are going to see that. If you're going to show up, um, be there, be prepared, study up on whatever it is you need to study up on, look the part, dress the part. And if you obviously fake it till you make it when you're in the beginning, but if you don't know something, don't be afraid to ask questions because people will respect you for that instead of just acting like you understand what it is and then messing up the assignment.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for being with us. Before we end our episode, I'm gonna put the contact information on the screen. If you like to announce the October 4th event one more time, please feel free. Or another announcement. Yes, please.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Yes, I invite everyone to attend Big Brothers Big Sisters of Long Island's walk. That's going to be taking place on October 4th at 10 a.m. at Eisenhower Park. You can sign up on our website, which is listed here, or you can email me. Either one works, and I look forward to seeing you all there. And thank you for your participation.
Lisa, thank you so much for being with us in your busy schedule. Uh, thank you for telling us about Big Brothers and Big Sisters and
You're welcome.
for the coming events. It was a great conversation, and I wish you a great weekend.
Thank you. I wish you one too, and thanks again for having me on your podcast. It was a pleasure.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
You're welcome. You too.
Well, to our audience and to our listeners, we just talked to Lisa Mitnick from Big Brothers and Big Sisters. It's a nonprofit organization, and they are very active. The services that they provide, yeah, they are crucial. And I'm glad that we had this conversation today. So you learn more about the the organization, and that is why today's episode is a special episode. We call it special episode for the voice of nonprofits. As you may remember, last week we also had another guest from Options for Community Living. We had their CEO with us. We had a great informative conversation. So what we are trying to do in the American Business Podcast is to invite nonprofits to our podcast and introduce them and create these environment, facilitate these conversations to help them tell us about their organization, their services, and how us as society and community can support them as volunteers, as donors, as supporters in some form. In that sense, we love to utilize the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business, as the voice of nonprofits as well. That was why that was a special edition for us. Truly appreciate it. Um, if you haven't done so, please visit our YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe. We just passed more than 100,000, 120,000 actually, YouTube subscribers. That's really humbling for us. We truly appreciate your support. Please go to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so and subscribe. And if you are feeling more generous, you can also share your thoughts and put your comments in a chat box as well in our YouTube channel. We'll truly appreciate it. As you may know, we also started a membership program, the ABP American Business Podcast membership program. And we have different ways that you can be a member and support our podcast. We have different membership models, whichever makes sense and whichever that you like to choose. Each membership has different benefits, and we truly appreciate your support as well. I have a QR code on the screen. If you scan this QR code, it'll take you to a website. And in this website, you can see different membership types, and you can sign up and register and support the American Business Podcast. We'll truly appreciate your membership and your support. And if you like to be a guest in our podcast, you can send us an email, americanbusinesspodcast@gmail.com. We also welcome your feedback. What do you think about our episode? Do you have any questions that you like us to address? You like us to ask our guest? Please send us an email, americanbusinesspodcast.com. You can also send us an email for advertising and sponsorship opportunities, americanbusinesspodcast@gmail.com. If you visit our website, you can learn more about our podcast. Also, we publish coming schedule as to our guests as well as the subjects that we are planning to cover. It is americanpodcast.tv. Okay, what else is happening? This morning we had the Connection America Business Networking event for the August. This is a monthly business networking event. We invite professionals, limited number of professionals. They introduce themselves, their products, their services, and we talk about the popular subjects. We talk about AI, we talk about continuous improvement, we talk about tariffs. This is a great opportunity to those who are interested in promoting their businesses and services to grow your business. I have a QR code on the screen. When you scan this QR code, it'll take you to a page that you can see September, October, November, and December events schedule. This is an online event. You can connect from anywhere, really. So it's very easy to be a part of it. You can scan this QR code. You can see the dates coming up for the Connection America. The latest one we published actually this morning. It went great. I hope you can join us for the next one. When you scan the QR code, you'll see it for the September and October, and feel free to sign up and be part of it. We have a new sponsor, Ms. Excel. If you like to learn Excel and other Microsoft software systems in a fun and enjoyable way, you can consider Ms. Excel. I have the QR code on the screen that you can scan. I also have a discount code, ABP 2025. Once you are about to check out, make sure you put the discount code so you'll have the discount from Ms. Excel for Ms. Excel's courses on Microsoft Excel and Microsoft software systems. If you're in the market for SAP ERP or NetSuite ERP services, implementation, configuration, training, and support, consider iTech Inc. iTech Consulting is an expert in SAP implementation services as well as Oracle. They are specialized in these implementation and support services for SAP and Oracle. If you can scan this QR code, it'll take you to their website. You can learn more about their services and you can get in touch with them. When you get in touch with them, make sure you mention the American Business Podcast to get a discount from us. And if you're in the market for IP VPN software to have a secure VPN experience, secure internet experience, you can consider IPVanish VPN. I use IPVanish as well. It's a solid system. And if you scan this QR code, you can learn more about IPVanish VPN software, and you can sign up as well if you are in need of VPN software to have a secure internet surfing experience. Well, that is all for today's episode. Thank you very much for being with us. I am looking forward to having you in the coming The American Business Podcast episode. The American Business Podcast is the voice of American business. Thank you very much. Have a great day.